All right, people. I am live. I am attempting. This is Peter Hurley, and I had nothing better to do on a Friday afternoon than to check out StreamYard, which is a service that I'm using to broadcast simultaneously to Facebook as well as YouTube. So I want to check out and make sure it's all working, and hope you guys are seeing it. I don't know if anybody's coming in here, but I got the group going, and I'm going to go look and see if anything's going on. But I wanted to do a Q&A. And I wanted to tell all the, oh yeah, there I am. I'm there. I am there. Holy smokes. Cool. I wanted to tell, oh, you got to grant StreamYard. That's cool. So guys, if you comment on Facebook, you need to grant StreamYard permission to get in here to hit me up with some questions. I would love it if you guys hit me up with some questions, because then we can chat and we can save this thing, I guess. Or you know what? It's on. It should be on my YouTube live too. Let's see what's on my YouTube live. Let's see if it worked over there. But I'm happy to answer any question you have regarding headshot photography or what's going on in your life in general. Because I didn't have a plan for what I was going to do. But I figured I might as well check this thing out because I upgraded. And oh yeah, I'm live. 14 people are watching. Hello, people. And if you put a comment in, I think I should get it. So try commenting and just telling me if you're having a good time or something. How do I see the comment? I got 11 comments. Oh, wow. You guys are commenting. Oh, Matthew's here. Steve's here. John's here. Scott's here. Robin's here. James is here. Oh, my gosh. Cool. Thanks, Derek. I'm glad you love the work. That's awesome. Oh, Garrett's in here. I'm getting all sorts of commenting and activity. This is awesome. I'm not on Zoom. I'm on StreamYard. I do use Zoom. We use Zoom all the time. Actually, I'm probably going to cut into Pedro's time. Pedro's doing a Headshot Crew Cleaners Academy. O'Brien's here. Trevor's here. Trevor is here. Chris is here. He's asking me about the sailing. I got to get back in shape, man. Where are we going? We got to go to the Worlds. Are you doing any of the Florida regattas? We got to do that. I'm trying to get in shape. Look at all these comments coming in. I have comments. I have a lot of comments. This is amazing. I like it. I'll take it. I want to get somebody to discuss the finer points of headshot photography with me. So I'm going to invite, how do I invite somebody? I can copy this to my clipboard and I'm going to try this. Let me see if, I don't know if this is going to work. We don't want to do that. I'm just going to copy it to I'm going to try something. See if I could do this. Let me just try this. There's a human being here. I'm going to invite in here. See if this human being is free enough to come discuss the finer points of headshot photography with me. It says not delivered. It says not delivered. Why would it not be delivered? It says it was not delivered to this human being. We could do a boat Q&A. Oh my gosh, Rose is down there at the America's Cup. That's awesome. I would have liked to be there. That would be cool. Look at all you guys watching this thing. Okay, so we have a bunch of new people. There's 100 people watching. We have a bunch of new people in the Facebook group. I know we got people on YouTube. I am doing a giveaway for new members of the Headshot Crew for a free year. We're doing 3 giveaways, and I will put the link. Where's the link? Let me find this link for this thing. Where is the link for this thing? There's a link somewhere that I'm going to attempt. Here it is. So if you're not a member of the Headshot Crew, unfortunately, this is just for people that haven't ever tried it. Hit this link and get in on my, you got nothing to lose. 3 people are going to win. There's the link. Wait, maybe I could put it in the banner. How do I put it in the banner? Oh, show this. Look at this. You could text me. Look at this. Is fancy. I'm trying all this stuff. This is very cool. What is this? Oh, here's an example. All right, here's the link. Here's the link. Okay, that's the link to get into the free contest. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use StreamYard on December 30th, potentially. I think the 30th. Maybe the 31st, depending on what I'm doing. I think I'm going to be in the studio on the 30th. So we'll do it that day, and we'll give away some free free memberships for year long. If you haven't joined, you can join for a month for free and try it out. And there's a bunch of Headshot Crew people in here, obviously. And we are, what are we doing? Let me see something. Should probably answer some questions and attempt to get a, hold on. I'm gonna get somebody in here that I can't, it's not working. Hold on. Let me try this. We got all sorts of activity we can do. I got to get this into my phone. How do I do that? I hope I'm not boring you guys. I will look for a, let me get this in my phone because then I can send it to people. All right. Let me do this. Oh, there you are. Okay. We're going to try this. I don't want to bore you guys. I'm going to, oh. Hold on. I can't multitask at the same time. I'm trying. All right, there we go. Let's see what happens. I've never done this before. This is kind of cool. So I'm going to look at these, put a link in the comment part. I did put a link. Oh, Jennifer's in here. There's Richard. All you guys are in here. We got a bunch of people in here. I didn't know this thing was so cool. So if you want to get on my text thread, the thing's going all below. Can you not, is that not a clickable link in the thing here? I'll post a comment so you can click on it if you want to enter the, there, try that. Let's show that. There it is. That's the clickable link to get into the contest for the free year on Headshot Crew. That's a $240 value. Actually, it's priceless because not only do you get work from it, you get better. Oh, John, what's going on? I still use your stuff, man. Still using it. And now, is it working? Everything's working. Look at this. It's working. Not to mention, how do I get what we're doing here? I don't know how to see if there's another human. Can I put another human in here? I could put myself. I could share my screen. We could discuss. Oh, wait, here we go. Matt's got the first question. I've got a question. Everybody's saying it looks cool, but I got a question. Here we go. So here's the question. I appreciate all you guys being on. This is cool to have 100 people on a Friday afternoon. Very cool. So here's the question. My thoughts on correcting exposure in post. You get a great shot, but it's under. Seems pretty easy to correct and or add a reflector light, etc. Always strive to get it right in camera, but still learning. So Matt, shoot tethered. So you see it. Shoot raw so that if you are underexposed, you're not going to have any issues moving it you can move it a stop. Once you get into 2 stops, you're not playing the game. So I would say, how do I get the questions to stay on here? But I would say some shooters shoot underexposed so they can bring it up and still have highlight detail. I like to show my clients their faces nice and bright, so I keep it pretty bright in the capture. And then if I'm shooting raw, I can always dial it back like a third of a stop. I still have those highlights, but it depends on the person. Like if it's somebody that has skin issues or they're not secure in themselves, I'll actually brighten it and then bring it back after they leave. So just be careful. Shoot raw, shoot tethered so you can see what you're doing. It really, like looking at the back of the camera is not going to get the job done for you if you're a professional and you're in the studio and doing it. So make sure you do that. That's pretty key. I got another question here. As a Canon Explorer of Light, how do you feel about the release of the R5 and R6 as well? There's new RF glass. Will or have you upgraded? If so, what gear were you most excited about? Ellie, that's an awesome question. So I am, full disclosure, I'm a Canon Explorer of Light. So, and but I am a professional photographer first, and probably a teacher second, and then third. I love my sponsors, and I really care about them, but I don't skimp on gear as a professional. Like I've always shot what I've wanted to shoot. One of the things that impresses me most about Canon is that they're staying up to speed on everything, and that I have gone from shooting medium format to the 5 DSR and now into the mirrorless. I love the EOS R when it came out, but when I got the R5 in my hands, I nearly passed out, basically is what the deal is. Like, my files look better, not to mention that Brittany and I have dialed in my retouching and everything, so that now my files, I'm so happy with the work that I'm doing in the studio. We were just working on stuff and it was amazing. But I think the most amazing thing about the system, I think the R5 is phenomenal. But the glass is crazy. It's crazy. Like, I love it. Like, I'll go up the list. I've got the 15 to 35. I got a 35. I've got a 50 1.2. I've got the 85 1.2 DS. I've got the what's after the 85 1.2 DS? I got the 70 to 200 f2 RF, and I've got the RF 28 to 70. Oh my gosh. And that's it. That's what I've got. So I basically started building my kit, and the one thing about being Explorer Light, it's awesome, but Canon will loan me whatever gear I want, which is phenomenal because I get to get the best and the greatest first. But then we have to buy everything. Like, that, there's no gimmies, so which is good, I think. I mean, we do get a deal on the gear, but the fact that I'm investing in myself, in the gear of the company that sponsors me, is amazing, because I really believe in it. I believe in it, and I know a lot of shooters are. Now, that being said, I haven't shot any other mirrorless cameras, so I'm not going to be like able to tell you what any of those other manufacturers are capable of doing, or what their glass looks like, or anything. All I can tell you is from my experience that my work has gone through the roof, because Canon makes a product that allows me to really, actually, you know what it makes me do? It makes me charge more. Like, I feel like my pictures are so good, and I just up my rates. Well, that was partially because of the Headshot crew and Tony Tafe and John Meadows pushing me, but I did it. And I'm like, and by the way, if we talk about pricing, your pricing should scare you. And if you're not scared of your pricing going into 2021, I want you to consider changing it. And if you have pricing questions and issues, here's a perfect opportunity to ask me anything, or go to where do you go? You go to headshotcrew.com, and you get in there for a free trial at the gold level monthly. Just go in, and then you can ask anything in our discussion thread. And you get on our crewcast, which happen there's one right now that just started, and I'm overlapping with it. So there's 126 of you in here. And if you're supposed to be in the Headshot Crew Cleaners Platinum Crewcast, jump over there so that Pedro's not alone. He'll be so pissed that I came on and I took you away from him. He needs the attention badly. So you got to go over there and give him some attention and make him think he's doing a really good job. Okay. Will you do that for me? So you can leave here and you can go over there. You know who you are. Okay. And you can tell him I said so. If I don't get a message back from Pedro saying what an asshole I am, then I'm going to be very upset. Anyway, where's the next question? Let's keep going here. Let's see. So EOS R5, yes, give me a question. I had to light a 0.0 fashion show. It fell through. What do you do when a project falls through? You cry. Crying would happen. There should be tears coming out of your eyes. Should be miserable. Should be very upsetting. But what can you do? You move on to the next one. If something falls through, it falls through. Guys, if you want to get in on this thing, you can do it. I'm having trouble. I'm getting the messages through, but I'm having trouble picking up questions as you guys are writing. Ryan asks, what's up? What's up, Ryan? Thanks for being in here. This is cool. All right. Here we go. What format do you prefer to shoot on? Well, I'm shooting the EOS R5, so that's my thing. That's what I'm shooting. So I'm sticking with that, and I love it. I have the EOS R. I'm using the EOS Rs for all my video work, and I'm using the R5 for all as my key main camera, and for my shooting, it's all the R5. Like right now, I'm on an EOS R with the 15 to 35s on it. Look how good this looks for video. It's amazing. I mean, Canon rocks. Guys, if you haven't texted me yet, I should text out the link to this. How do you get, what's the link to share? What's the invite link? I don't know. I can have up to 10 people on screen at once. Let me copy this to the clipboard. And let's see here. Hold on a second. See, let's just see here. Just see. Let's just go. I don't know what's going on here. We're going to bring in some smart people potentially. See if they can see if they're busy. See if anybody's busy. Get a human being that's fairly smart. Hold on. What am I going to look for? I need more questions, guys. You got to keep me going. All right. What do we got? We got questions? You want to give me a shebang? Here you go. Shebang! There you go. Did you get the shebang? Did everybody get the shebang? Oh my gosh, you're getting the R5 in a month. That's awesome. How do you keep the dark studio background dark when using continuous lights? Okay, inverse square law. Somebody find the inverse square law. Find the inverse square law video that I did with f-stoppers. And you can go there and you can check it out. What is this now? What is this? Okay, how do I see if... Oh, wow, this is cool. I'm learning all this stuff, guys. I got the comments. Oh, AP Dallas Photography. Mr. Hurley, question. How can one get commercial clients so I can wean away from the local low dollar clientele? First off, you're going to have to prepare yourself mentally for those clients to come your way. The fact that you see yourself with low dollar clients is attracting them to you and pushing away all the heavy duty hitters. It's just the way it goes. As a matter of fact, I can prove it. I got a guy right here who is capable of telling you exactly how he started his business and now makes a buck and changed his mental attitude about his pricing. And I think somebody inspired him over the years to do just that.
You're talking
Mr.
about
John.
Hey, how are you? I only have a few minutes. I haven't.
Do you want to lay anything down on these people?
I did write a book.
He wrote a book.
You have to get good, and you have to get known. Those are the main things. You have to have good work so people know what they will be getting when they come to you, especially if you're doing something like headshots. If you're doing products or something, then, just because doesn't mean you can shoot food well or whatever. But if you can shoot ahead consistently, looks great, and you can have a good experience for the client. That's very helpful in getting people to book you. And then people have to know. So get there in some way. And like, you have to be on social. You have to be engaging with people, networking when you can. I feel like I'm on this by myself now. Hopefully that's not the case.
No, I'm here.
Hold
on, I'm testing
stuff.
stuff.
There we are.
No, I'm testing stuff.
Yeah.
Is this better? Look at this. I got all sorts of stuff I can do. Make you small, make you good. This is fancy. Nothing. It's fancy. It's good.
Found this week was an article on. I found an article on wine and research on the price of wine and what people think of wine. And the summary is people like cheap wine just as good as expensive wine, and that price informs the people, and price also informs what they think of what they experience. If people want a great bottle of wine, they will spend a lot more on it. And when they've had that wine, if they spend a lot of money on it, they enjoy.
Is your connection horrible or is it me? Guys, is his connection shitty? Does he have a shitty connection is the problem?
I'm not doing that. So I have to go anyway, but I hope some of that was helpful.
All right, I'm going to let you go because you're ruining. We're going to lose viewers because your shitty connection. All right, thank you, buddy. Good to see you. All right, he's gone. We had to get rid of that. Was a shitty connection. Shitty connections are not good. Anyway, what we're trying to do, what I do on the crew is we do this success track, and what I do is I attempt to get you guys on a mental pathway to making cashola supreme. I mean, that's really what it's about. If you're good at what you do, your value there's value in your work, right? But if you don't believe it and you're worried about the guy down the street, you're not playing the game. It's just there's no game to be played. So if you're not on the playing field, you might as well just put the camera in the closet and leave it there. You know, you got to really understand the product you're selling, the market you're selling in, and have some belief in yourself so that you don't care about anybody around you. Why would you care? There's this quote that I say all the time. Amateurs compete, professionals create. So stick with that one. All right, I have another human being in here that I'm going to add to the stream that I'm going to discuss the finer points of the photography industry with. And hold on, might be able to add a couple people, but I had Jason. I got a couple people in here. James, just hang tight for me. Can you hear me? Hang tight. Jason, what's going on? I don't have sound. You have no sound. Can you turn your sound? There's an audio situation. No, there's no sound. No sound. Futz with your audio settings. Futz with your audio settings and come back. Hold on. How do I kick you from the studio? What do I do? How do I just remove? I don't want you to leave. He's going to fix the audio set. Let me try it. Let me try this. Oh, I'm removing him, but he's still there. I see you. Now? Try it now.
You there?
There you go. What'd you do?
I tried to change the microphone.
There you go. That's much better. Hey, you sound good.
Thanks, buddy.
This is much better than what we were dealing with John, unfortunately. So
yeah.
I just randomly jumped up, been excited about getting new people in the Facebook group, and I wanted to welcome people. And if you're on YouTube, jump over to the Facebook group or join this thing that we're doing. If you look at this banner below me, you can jump in there and you can potentially win a free year of Headshot Crew with me.
3 of them.
3 of them. Yeah, 3.
It's
on the 30th or the 31st? When are we doing that?
30th. I don't want you to have to do it on New Year's Eve.
Okay, we're doing it on the 30th, guys. That's it. Good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea. Let me see if I can add James to this. I don't know how you add. Oh, look at that.
Here I am.
Wow. There's 3 of you now. All right, wait, hold on. Let's get fancy. Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
How do I move it around?
We have the technology.
Oh, wow. This is cool. I'm learning. Anyway,
the StreamYard is cool.
I'm testing the StreamYard. I'm putting up stuff. We got 100 people in here. We got a bunch of likes, a bunch of hearts, a bunch of wows. And I'm taking questions. And I got some knowledgeable people on the screen. They're over here for me. Are they over here?
Yeah, they're over there.
Yeah. And we have a stupid question, but no questions are stupid. So Peter, stupid question. How do I appreciate the value of a headshot? I understand the whys. How do I grasp or articulate the value? That's such a awesome question. It's so hard to answer that, right? How do you I think it's education. I think you have to educate people on how important the headshot is. Look, everybody needs one now, right? So then if you look at the crap out there, you have to have your work up to snuff so that you can say, hey, this is what I do. This is what you've got, or this is what the guy down the street does, or whatever. This is the crap that's out there. You have to educate them on what's important, which is number one, guys. Number one importance. number one importance in a headshot, I guess, for me, once the technical's out of the way, if you can take a decent looking picture, it's expression. Number one's expression. If the technical's okay. I mean, if you're shooting them and they're, they got no light in their eyes and it's just shitty lighting or something, then you're talking, then you got to get technical first. But otherwise, wouldn't you guys agree? I mean, it's got to be based on expression and drawing that person in, and it's your personal brand. So, or it's your client's personal brand. So you got to do something for them that's special, and they got to feel special, right? So, I mean, that's huge. Anyway, it's fun being live. Look at this, 100 people in here. We'll keep taking questions, guys. Do you guys have anything to add to that, Jason or James?
No, I'm curious. I have a question for you that I've been meaning to ask you. So, and I'm sure this has been talked about in the group. So forgive me for anyone if this has been talked, about a lot. But, with unemployment being where it's at, are you finding through the community, are there a lot of people looking to update their headshots now? Or, have you been talking about that at all? Because I feel like, January is like, we want to renew everything, right? So It seems like this would be a great time to really, get moving.
Yeah, I think that, it's funny. A couple weeks ago, so I've been really slow since this started, like ridiculously banging my head against the wall, kind of slow. For me, and I need to be busy. I'm a workaholic, although I never feel like I'm working. I just can't believe that I put somebody in front of my camera, press the button, and you get paid for it. So I like to do that. That's one of my favorite things in life that I like to do. So when I'm not doing it, I get a little bit ornery, I would say. So a couple weeks ago, it started to pick up. Like, I was like, wow. I mean, I just went through that, beating yourself up mode where you're just like taking a battering ram to your thoughts and you're just bashing them against your skull. Day in and day out. And I put it out there like that because I do a lot of goal setting and I believe in myself and I work really hard at achieving things. But guys, come on, let's get real. If I've got a X amount of dollars studio and a family sitting in a condo down the street in New York City and nobody's coming in the door, this is a problem. This is a problem. So eventually it catches up to you. So what happened was I started to get busy. And I was like, wow, it's coming back. And the value that I had on those people coming in my door was so high. Not that it was low before. It's just that it's different now. It's just that, there is this change in mentality because, I mean, I valued it before that people would come in front of my camera. And now I just feel like it's beyond just, oh, I'm busy again. It's like, I'm busy again at my craft, which I decided to do for the rest of my life, and I don't have to go quit, and find something else to do. I'm doing this quote that every week I do this newsletter, and I came up with this quote that I had for myself. I'll save it for the newsletter, but it'll come out on Tuesday, and it has something to do with what I just said. So that's kind of cool. But so valuing the people that coming in, it was getting busy. Then all of a sudden it got closer to the holidays and the spike in COVID, I think just went boom. And people, don't feel like, I don't need a picture right now. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. But I also got my COVID rules on the site, like my COVID precautions that I'm taking in the studio. I didn't have that on the site. I put that on the site. After I put that on, it seemed to pick up. I was like, really? That was interesting. So make sure you say something about the fact that you are taking precautions. I just got tested today. I had a sore throat that kicked in 2 days ago. You got tested?
Yeah, I just got the results back like 10 minutes ago. Negative.
I was negative as well. But I got the PCR test, so I got to wait a couple. They said, look, if the first one comes in negative, just be chill for a couple days. Don't go crazy for a couple days around people. And, I guess you can't go crazy around people anyway, but wait for your PCR test, I guess, because they're more accurate than the rapids.
Mm-hmm. No, I did the PCR test.
Oh, you did? Oh,
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
The results came back in 2 days, which is crazy.
Oh, wow. Good.
It's St. Louis. There's not a lot of us here.
Yeah, no, I was in mine, and the woman said she was doing between 200 and 300, 250 and 300 people a day. Wow. in one place in Manhattan at City MD. But that being said, I think that what's happening is that, I mean, think about it for yourself. Like if you were like, had a job and working, and you thought, it'd be a nice time to update my headshot. Like, why would you go for it before the holidays during COVID? Like, I don't know that it's like now in the new year. I hope everybody has their resolutions to get their shit together and look their best throughout the new year. So hopefully it'll create something. So as photographers, we just have to prepare and we have to be ready. There was this story that I used to tell about expectation. I tell it at the intensive that I teach, and you have to expect these people coming down your pike. If you don't expect them coming down your pike, why the hell are they going to come down your pike? If you look at your life, look at every goal you've ever set for yourself, and you've accomplished every single one. I don't care if it's walking out the door right now, and that's your goal to get out of your apartment or house or whatever. I don't care. Whatever it is, you expected it to happen. So anything that you don't, it's like things don't just pop out of the woodwork. You expect them. So you have to do your due diligence, get your work. That's what we do at the Headshot Crew. Like, I make people better. So I make people better so they expect more in the coming year and more out of their work and more people walking through their door. And that's what we've done over the course of the last 8 years that I've been doing. I launched it in 2011, I think. What's a good story is Jason was with me in Hong Kong in an airport. When I came up, we were bouncing names. I used to call Headshot Crew PH2 Pro. I was like, because I started this thing. I was like, I'm Peter Hurley. And people would call the studio and they'd be like, I need a headshot. And I'd be like, it's $1,000. And I hear click. And I was like, oh, damn, that person needs a headshot. But they didn't want to pay my rate. What if I taught somebody how to do this and they did it in the studio and they did it cheaper and I got a cut of it? And that's when I started this PH2 thing. It was never going to be a coaching platform that went all over the world. But when Joe said he could do it, I was like, okay, let's do that. So we stayed PH2 Pro for a while, but I was like, nobody knows what that means. So I was in Hong Kong with Jason in an airport, sitting in the United Club, and I came up with headshot. I was like, it's got to be like Crew is perfect because I'm a sailor. It's perfect. Did I get excited?
You did. You did. I don't know what was more exciting, you being excited about that or the unlimited dumplings that I could eat before I got on the airplane. That United Club was the best. Actually, it wasn't the United Club. I think it was Air China or something like that. But it was a partner.
Yeah. It was something
not semantics. But yeah, I remember you were going over it and you were wondering and you came up with it and you were excited. Yeah, that was good times. It's funny. I remember when you first started it and you were doing what was the other thing that you broadcast live on before Zoom? It was Spreecast.
Crowdcast was before Zoom, and before that it was Spreecast.
Yes, remember when Spreecast first came out 5 years ago? You would go on these live things every day, and you've been doing that ever since, which is cool.
Yeah, it's been really cool. So that was 2013, wasn't it? Hong Kong?
Yeah.
2013?
Yeah.
Time is flying. Oh my gosh. When was On the Road? When did I take that picture of you in Atlantic City at the Golden Nugget? It was at the Golden Nugget.
Golden Nugget in Atlantic City. that was
2011, 2012.
It was probably 2013.
Wait, when did you get your job?
It was 2013, end of 2012.
That was it. So it must have been like June of 2013.
Yeah, it was June of 2013.
13. Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a good. That was fun. Atlantic City.
Very cool. Very cool. So James is our newest mentor on the Headshot Crew. He has risen through the ranks from being basically COVID is the only reason why he joined the Headshot Crew. He was on the sideline. He's like, I don't know what this thing is. You want to tell the story?
Oh, it's pretty. Yeah, I got sidelined by COVID back in March. Actually, got it. I was doing a headshot with somebody who had just flown in from overseas, and it was the gift that just kept on giving there for a while. And I was completely sidelined and decided to check this out. And it all started from trying a free membership and a trial membership, and I just got hooked right away.
And he does awesome work. And then he just started helping other people around the crew and showing up and it happened. I made him a mentor, last week? I just decided to take it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, I think.
Very exciting. So mentors on the crew
Has been.
just help out, and you know, they help out. So he helps out. He steps up and helps out. Anyway, we got some questions. I got questions. Hold on. Aaron's here. Aaron's got a question. Peter, what have been the game changers for you, for your skills and your technique in 2020? Oh my gosh. The game changers in 2020. Well, I'm sitting here not shooting anybody. What could be the game changers, right? I know what it is. So the thing is that I feel, I did this quote last week about the fact that we're all apprentices in our craft and there's nothing to master. I mean, you're never going to master headshot photography if I haven't already, and I certainly am not even close. So I'm working on my direction, which I'll never master either. So what I would say is the big difference in what I used to do and what I do now is based on intuitive factor and reading people. It's intuition. So somebody comes in the door and I'm reading them from an intuitive perspective. So I'm trying to feel or ascertain, and it's all in their face. I'm speaking on this topic now too. So it's in their face, their demeanor, how they walk, how they stand, their body language, what they say to me, how they say it, the tone in their voice, like how they speak, how rapidly they speak, whether they're fidgety or they need to hang up their clothes or they need to get in the makeup chair right away, whether they're just walking and they're like, let's hang out for a little while. I mean, all of that stuff comes into play. And then what I did was I just implemented into my work to make a quicker, more deeper connection with each subject than I used to, where I used to just have a routine that I'd throw them into, get them in front of my camera and just start spitting out stuff and get great results, but not get myself to a place where now I feel like I can get probably one of the best shots. I do it all the time in the first shot I take of them. Probably one of the best shots I could take of them because of this method. So that's what's been on my plate and what I'm trying to do. It's also very rewarding when the person feels comfortable in front of your camera from the get-go. All of us as photographers are trying to make the person comfortable at some moment in the shoot where it clicks and they go, oh my gosh, they finally relaxed. And now I can get them. You know how many photographers tell their clients to relax? Do you think that helps them whatsoever? They're stressed because they're in front of a fucking camera. Well, is this normal? I was a model. You get in front of a camera, it's stressful. I mean, you don't have to mention it to it's like calling out the problem, you know? It's like they come in and you know, they got a big zit on their face. Look, don't think about the zit. It's going to be retouched. Like, why would you even say that? Like, don't even say it. I might say it once when you're in the makeup chair, cover that thing up. But then I'm not bringing it up again. Oh, by the way, that zit's on that side, on your good side of your face. I got to keep shooting that thing. I wish that thing wasn't there. Why'd you come in today? That's like saying, relax, 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 relax. Are you ever going to connect with them? No. You're never going to get anywhere. It's just not going to happen. So anyway, see, that's a good question. That got me off on a tangent. It's good.
You know, one thing that I've been meaning to ask you, and it seems like, you know, when you break down the headshots on Tuesdays for Headshot of the Week, which, you know, by the way, is like my favorite thing that you do. Like, it's amazing to me that, you know, you go through all of those and all the little intricacies and things that you pull out. But I've been meaning to make like myself a little cheat sheet of all your acronyms.
Yeah. Well, they are in the frequently asked questions on the site.
They are? Oh, okay.
You go through them.
Sorry.
I think I can share my screen. Hold on. Let me see if I can find those suckers.
You're going to love them.
Yeah.
You're going to love them.
They're hilarious.
You know that somebody took the time to.
There's a steep learning curve, but once you get it, it's
all right, here we go.
Races.
So I'll share my screen. I've never shared screen in this, so bear with me. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it works. What do we got to lose? Application window. Let's just do StreamYard. Where am I going? Overview. This is it. Let's try this. How's that look? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so now what do? I go here. And if you look, this is the site. This is headshotcrew.com. If you want to peruse any of this stuff, you can. We have a code. We have a contest going on right now. And if you hit my link tree wait, is this it? This is all the stuff that's going on right now. So if you go to my Instagram, Peter_Hurley, and hit the link tree, you get all these links that you can see everything. But I'm going to go back here and we're going to go into Headshot Crew Lingo I believe that's where we need to be, right? All right, Headshot Crew Lingo. There's a little video about me talking about the lingo.
Oh, there's a video too.
Yeah.
Wow. I see there's so much there. I missed it.
First and foremost, it is an asshole free zone. We call it an AFZ. There are no assholes. If there are assholes, we get rid of them. It's just the nature of the beast if somebody becomes an asshole. So I coach at the level that people are at. I don't coach them and expect them to know everything I know. I can't coach somebody for perfection because I've never taken a perfect headshot. How are they gonna? So if they submit in the Headshot Crew a total piece of garbage, and everybody that's on the crew knows it's a total piece of garbage, and I go in there and tell them it's a total piece of garbage, guess what? That person's never gonna come back. Like, that's not the point. The point is that's a total piece of garbage because you didn't have the awareness of knowing that it was a total piece of garbage. That's why it got posted. So I have to coach that person on staying in the crew, understanding how to take a better headshot and what they did right and what they can do better, and get them to post again so that I can see the progress. And I can't tell you how many people put in the chat have gotten better because of the Headshot Crew and their work's gone through the roof and they've made more money. But there are no assholes because it's a safe environment.
It's an AFC
and AFZ. All right. If somebody has an AMP, those are amazing nasal passages. You can get them into nostrilitis, but you don't want to really stay there. Nostrilitis is when the camera looks up the person's nose a little bit and you note the nostrils. Nostrils are important also for camera height and the angle of the face, like the plane of the face to the camera. So, and if you have an HNP, which we're coming up on, that's a high nostril presence. You want to watch that. You want to be careful with when somebody has an HNP. So we have all these things that come up. So I use them. Bdi Syndrome is when you have one eye smaller than the other. If you have one BDI, and then you have to do independent squinching in order to sort that out. And we talk about that on the crew. Big Pupil Syndrome is BPS. That's when you shoot with a strobe and you get big pupils and your real estate in your eye. Somebody has beautiful blue eyes, but no, you didn't shoot them with the flex kit because you couldn't afford it or you just weren't smart enough to buy it. Sorry. But they have big pupils, and what happens is the pupil is black and the iris is blue, and you're losing real estate on that color. And I get booked just because of the color in the eyes, because I get that pupil down as far as I can. BWT is the brick wall technique, been used for centuries. It's really shitty and is distracting and cheese factor 275. So you want to stay away from brick walls best you can. Normally, anybody who shows me a headshot with a brick wall behind it, it's usually, well, there it is. There it is. Brick wall technique. Photographers in the 80s and 90s had nothing to do but put somebody in front of a brick wall. In 2020, we don't do that anymore. And if you do, it better be freaking out of focus and not distracting. CTFH is the camera's too fucking high. It's just too high. It's high cameras suck. We don't like them. FMS is when you post a picture. This is of extreme importance. FMS, or even people have posted selfies. I have to say there has to be something for a selfie, because somebody posted a selfie on Headshot Crew and I obliterated it and they just left the crew. I was a bad. Everything was bad. I was talking about stuff that just eyebrows that weren't good, and the person just couldn't. I didn't know it was the person that I was. It was terrible. Anyway, family member situations. FMS. You shoot a spouse. You shoot a son or daughter. We like to know, just because it's not that I'm mean or I hit people with things, but it's nice to know if it's a family member, because they could be there while you're discussing the size of their schnoz or something, and you got to be careful. You just want to make sure that they're not sitting next to the person and you say some good stuff. A lot of times I didn't know it was a family member situation. I said all this amazing stuff, and then the person's off camera next to the person right there, and then I was like, I was lucky. Floating head situation is when it's an FHS. It's basically WTF, same as WTFB. Where's the fucking body? It's like you just gotta. WTFB should be down. See, where's the fucking body? Anyway, you guys can go through all these. Hair wrap maneuver, hard lean technique, high nostril presence.
I like that NEFA. That's one of my favorite ones that you use.
Yeah, where is NEFA? NEFA face, non-existent facial activity. Yeah.
These are all good ways to learn, though.
What?
These are all great ways to learn.
They're
Yeah,
great
parallel
tools.
hands
They're
mover.
great tools.
Yeah.
Picture of profusely oily bastard. We got those, right? Severe nostril slope. STFO is, in terms of camera height, STFO is spot the fuck on. I'm not afraid of swearing. I don't do it like on purpose. It just kind of makes my point come across a little bit more eloquently, I think, or not graciously and not eloquently, more forceful. That's probably what I should say. And it works. Tongue jamming situation, tiny upper lip syndrome, a lot of that. WAYA, why aren't you associate? We have to use that one more often. Did I make that up? Why aren't you associate? That's awesome. Anyway, okay. I'll come back. I don't know what else I want to show you. If you go to my link tree, you can sign up for the coaching here. Headshot of the week is here. That's where the contest, every week we do a headshot of the week contest. You must be a member of Headshot Crew to join that one. However, there is a December headshot of the month contest, which is right here where somebody's going to win it. Where is it? Hold on. I got it right here. Hold on.
I love when he walks off camera.
Look at this. Look at this.
Really setting the stage.
Arca Swiss PO Ballhead coming into the fray. Oh, wait. Hold on. Arca Swiss PO Ballhead right here. It's my favorite ball head, although they gave me a P1 and I'm getting acclimated. And the P1's just crazy, insane. And where's the P1? I gotta show you a P1. But this PO is amazing. And this is going out to the best headshot that's taken this month. That's free to enter. Just click that link. Go to Instagram, Peter_Hurley, and click the link. That's just the easiest way to get there. Click the link in my bio. Follow me while you're at it. You got nothing to lose. Here we go. That's it. So next month we have, I am working on next month's contest, and it's going to be, I believe, nobody knows this. We're going to announce it now, I guess. It's going to be Westcott has some new lights that came out. So we are going to be getting some new lights from Westcott as the sponsor.
They just came out some cool new lights.
Yeah.
Some good stuff.
Should be pretty cool. If you have not joined the Facebook group, if you're not on Facebook group, I guess if you're in the Facebook, you can join the Facebook group. But if you're watching on YouTube, you can go over to Facebook and join the headshot, my group on Facebook here. But yeah, this is cool. This StreamYard thing is cool. I'll do this more often. Why wouldn't I do this? This is cool. It's very cool. All right, now how do I get the screen share? Stop sharing, big button. There we go. All right. This is cool. I'm enjoying it. We got some questions. Let's
yeah, there's a few.
What do we got?
Up in there.
Massive front shoulder syndrome. Yeah, that MFS. That one's in there, isn't it? I didn't read it, but I think it's in there. I don't know what the question. Give me a. Yep. Submit your best headshot for headshot of the month. Brian Angle was our winner from 2 months ago. Oh my gosh, my brother-in-law's in here shebanging away. I love you. Do I still love your sister? You better believe it. Oh my gosh. The only reason why this is happening is because of your sister. My wife is amazing and has allowed me the freedom to build my business how I want and does a great job raising our kids and allows me to flourish in the studio. So I couldn't do this without her. And he is this is interesting since he's here. Can I invite him in straight from here? I don't know if I could do that. I don't know how to do that. Anyway, Lysandra lives in Sweden. So I was in the year of 2000. I missed the U.S. sailing team, and his sister Yelly said she's going to Europe, and I was dating her, and she's like, I'm going to go to Europe to model, and I was like, well, I'm going with you. So we went to Europe, and I get to Madrid, and I go on this road trip around Spain with this photographer from Madrid named Ramiro Montoya. And we stop, and Bruce Weber's shooting for Casa Vogue in Sevilla. So we stop, and he invites us to stay over for the night. So we stay over at this place, And then the next morning we leave and we go shoot all over Spain. Anyway, we get back to Madrid, and this guy Ramiro's got a dark room in his apartment. So he teaches me how to print. I had taken darkroom classes in high school, but I didn't remember anything. So he taught me how to print all the shots that we did on this trip. And I said to him, I was like, I think I want to get a camera. And he's like, okay. And I was like, what? He's like, what do you want? I was like, well, when I was modeling, every photographer shot medium format, like everyone that did a job. I was like, I want to be a professional. I had a used old 35 millimeter, but I was like, I want to go medium. I'm going to do this. Like, I'm going to go back to New York and start a photography business. And he's like, okay, well, I'll take you to the store, the one store in Madrid where they have pro stuff. And he walked me in there and he showed me a Mamiya 645. And I was like, give me that thing. And I bought it, and I immediately went from Madrid. The next day, I didn't even have time for him to show me anything. I went to Barcelona, and I stayed with a friend in Barcelona, and we went out that night, and I had a Polaroid back on it, and I started taking pictures at the restaurant we were in, and everything was black. I didn't know what a flash sync was. I was like, I'm only going to shoot during the day. What is going on here? I had a Mets flash on it. I had all this stuff, but I couldn't get it firing. It was all black, and this guy just kept laughing at me, and I was like, oh, shit. So we went out on the beach in Barcelona that day, and I shot these amazing pictures that I have to find that were the first rolls of film that I shot out of that camera. And then we left Barcelona and we went straight to Stockholm to see Lisandro. And we went to this Lisandro, type in the chat. We went to some castle or something, and I shot him. I shot my wife. I shot him and his partner. And I got all these amazing pictures that we still have that were phenomenal. And that was really my first time using the camera because it didn't work in Barcelona, really. And so Lisandro was one of my first models I ever shot. And he's in here, which is kind of cool. Anyway, that's the story. I'm sticking to it. And then I came back, and what happened? I went to B&H, bought a darkroom, put it in my mom's basement, and the rest is history. Did we lose Jason?
No, I'm here. Oh, sorry. My camera shuts off.
Wait, James, we got you on two. How do we, this is even better. And this is the stream, and then look at that. That's better. That
I had to up my quality game. You guys are killing me there.
There you go. There you go.
Did I ever tell you my B&H Mamiya story? My first medium format? It's a quick one. So I'm ready. 20-something odd years old when B&H was still on 17th Street, which I'm sure you remember, the original store. No?
I think that was right. When did they move? Because that was right when I was picking up a camera.
I mean, you remember the place was tiny. It was like one small room. You literally it was like the stock market. You had to like stand there with fists of money to get somebody to help you. Literally.
Really? Oh
yeah.
My gosh.
But anyway, so I went, I think I was 21 or 22 years old, wanted to buy a medium format. I go and I cashed out my bar mitzvah money to buy it.
Oh my gosh.
And when I gave it to the guy, I said, this is all of my bar mitzvah money. And he goes, oh, hang on a second. And all of a sudden he's
a big deal
with the other guys. And I hear all these people have all these smiles on the face. And some other guy comes over and gives me an insert and said, this is for you. This is from us. And he gave me a free insert with my purchase. It was totally cool. Yeah.
Look at that.
Totally cool.
That's cool. That's cool. So one of the things I'm excited about is that I'm doing, I haven't really announced this much, but I'm working with B&H and we're going to be doing some interesting stuff in the new year that I'm excited. So be on the lookout, guys. Be on the lookout. Should be cool. They've always been amazing, and they sponsored Headshot Mania, and they just take care of us. It's very cool. Very cool. So what are we doing? We've got the giveaway below. If you want to enter to win, if you've never been on Headshot Crew, you could do that. If you want, and if you want to text me, you can text me. It's just photographer updates. I won't bug the crap out of you, but I'm using this thing called Community, and it's kind of cool. You could check that out. And sometimes what I do is I just, whatever's going on, if something's going on, I text it out. So it's more spur of the moment on that. We have another Headshot Crew mentor in the room that I'm going to add to the stream to say hello.
Hello.
Hello, that guy.
There he is. We got a Richard Wayne situation that has just occurred.
RWS.
There it is. How do we do that? Look at that. How do I do that? But now how do I move him to be the star? Like, how do I drag it? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. Now you're the star. All right.
Wow.
So guys,
that's way too much control.
Richard's been a mentor on the crew. He came in and spent a day with me in the studio that I'll never forget. And then he just started taking off like a rocket ship with his work. He's out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and he created this spreadsheet for people to figure out how much money they actually need and what they're making in their business. And he works on that throughout the crew. And he helps me with different things along the way and is just a relatively wonderful human being in general.
Well, thank you very much. That's very kind.
Plus, he won like an iPhone because of me or something. What'd you win?
I did win the iPhone 6 actually at Rock Paper Shebang.
Oh my God!
I can't see the
forgot about that
user that's leaving. I can't see your name because I guess you didn't give permissions. But thanks for being on. Yeah, you did. Remember that?
Yeah,
Rock, paper,
I
shebang?
did. I think I still have the photos of that evening. That was awesome.
But do you still have the phone?
No. After a while, it kind of got outdated, and so I gave it to my son.
There you go. There you go.
It was cool.
Cool. All right. So where are we going with this, guys? Should we answer questions? Should we just take on general questions? In general?
Yeah, there's a few of them in there.
What do we got? Give me a question. Somebody repeat a question that they had so it's at the bottom of the chat so that I can see it. Can't post comments to some destinations. I don't know what that means. I guess I have to learn more. But this is cool. What other fancy stuff can we do? What about something like this? Can we do something like this? What about this? You want that? No, we don't need that. Do you need that?
Why do we have that?
We don't need that. What is this? What is this?
There's a question at the bottom there, Peter, from Daniela. How long do you save your client files?
Oh, forever. Right? Well, this is interesting. Since we're doing TNT, I have so much less files. It's awesome. I used to shoot up a storm, have a ton of files, save them all, and then my Synology is massive. And now when I shoot, I delete everything except for the ones they buy. So not only did Tony save me money or make me money with selling pictures, he saved me money without having to store them.
Yeah.
Totally cool. And once they're stored, they're there forever as long as I can get them. If I can't get, like right now, like I was freaking out that I had like my celebrity stuff on like CDs or something or in an old Drobo somewhere. So I plugged the Drobo in. I try to get these DVDs or whatever they were playing. I don't even know were they CDs or DVDs, whatever they were back then.
DVDs.
Yeah, DVDs, whatever. Whatever I burned back then, like Ariana Grande, I must have burned that to something that's sitting in my closet. That's probably, if I stuck it in anything, it wasn't even gonna come off of it. So I had to go find that shoot in my Drobo and get it into my Synology. So I don't want to lose that stuff.
I remember burning DVDs, and it was like 4.7 gigabytes that I could fit on that.
Yeah.
And I had like binders and binders of CDs. And then I was like trying to find archival CDs and only the finest of CDs. It was like a Bare Naked Ladies song. It was terrible.
Yeah, those DVDs, that DVD situation was terrible.
I think I have a half-used spindle of CDs sitting somewhere around here. I gave up on them.
AP Dallas is up for a little critique of the site. He want to have some fun. I hear, hell yeah, I freaking love it from the clients. I like to hear from a true professional from your point of view. Yeah, I mean, it's not Tough Love Tuesday. Maybe I'll be better. I'm tough on Tuesdays, aren't I? Tuesday,
but it's with love.
Yeah.
It's with love.
Yeah.
So you mentioned in that last comment that you said, you mentioned the TNT method. For those people who kind of tuned in and who kind of don't have a clue what that is, You want to give just a high overview on what that is?
Sure. So Tony Tafe is I was trying to get him on. What did he say? He texted me. Hold on. He might be in a shoot or something. New appointment. Holy smokes. Look at that. I just booked look at that. An unassisted booking. Should I dance like Ryan? I just
Can you?
Booked a portrait session for January.
Awesome.
I cannot dance like Ryan. A portrait session with my new rates.
Nice.
How cool is that? That is cool.
Very
It would be dancing something like this. The dance would have to be something like this.
Hey, Peter, Steve Laos has a question for you. What's the one thing that makes your workflow or life easier, either software or hardware or whatever it may be?
Oh, boy. I mean, it's a combination of everything in unison, isn't it? So it's like the EOS R5 makes my life so much easier, but without the Flex Kit, then I'd be, not as good. So the Flex Kit does it. But then if I couldn't get my images into Capture 121, which just made my life easier, I have an orange high visibility Tether Tools cable that gets them there. That makes my life easier. I mean, it's a whole thing. And then it's sitting on a Arca Swiss P1 ball head on a Faisal CT347 TLV. I mean, what are you going to do without all that stuff, right? It is the gear, like all that stuff's very important. And then, and that is true. But the one thing that makes my life the easiest is Brittany. Like, I don't know what I'd do without Brittany. What do you do without an awesome assist? She's been with me 5.5 years, I think now, coming a little over. She came in like October of 2015. So not 5.5 yet, but what do you do? You have somebody that you team up with that's just unbelievable. And we've been building something here and we're doing really great. So that's really the thing. And then a supportive family at home, because I spent a lot of hours here. Like Yelly, we were talking about moving out of the city. And she's like, if we move out of the city, I'm never going to see you because you're always over that studio. And the studio's seriously 2 blocks away. Like it's a 3-minute walk, 3.5 at the most from the door of this studio to the door of my apartment. And my wife's like, I never see you. I'm like, so if we had moved out or a bunch of people jumped ship because of COVID here, and I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, this is my safe haven. This is my spot. Even with with COVID happening, it was scary. Fortunately, my landlord is awesome. He happens to be a photographer, and even better, he happens to be a sailor. And he helped me out a lot with rent for a long time. So I'm back to where I'm at now. So now I got to step up to the plate to make this happen in New York City. And but I love being here. I don't feel like it's work. I came on today and turned this puppy on just for the hell of it to talk to all you guys because I love this stuff. And it's been an hour and I feel like I've been talking for 5 minutes. And we do this every day on Headshot Crew. Like seriously, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Pedro's on now. It's Friday. Like, that's crazy. On Monday, I think I have a platinum one, don't I? I don't know. I don't even know.
Thankfully, it's a community, and everyone helps Peter out.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, cool.
Alina Gilmer asked you, what is one tool you wish you hadn't bought?
I mean, the one that popped in my head because it's a story that I tell all the time. I was modeling and I was at the end of my career. So I was the most annoying model on set once I became a model because all I did before I picked up a camera, I didn't know I wanted to be a photographer. So I would just not pay any attention to the photography. So I'm kicking myself that for years I was on these shoots. I would be sitting at the craft services table. I'd be like, walking around talking to the hot chicks I was working with or whatever. I didn't care about the photography or what the photographer was doing for 5 years. I pick up a camera, boom. It was like I got on a set. I was caring more about getting a job to bug the photographer than I was about what I was getting paid. So I got on these sets. And they'd be like, "This guy, can't you just go go get in the makeup chair. Go get some makeup on yourself or something. And I'd be like, no, what is this? And why is this like this? And why are you pointing like this? And what's that? I remember I did this BMW one, and the photographer was trying to direct me. He's like, look, we're going to need some, and he was getting like it was very simple. It was like these colored backgrounds, and he had a kicker on me, and I didn't know, because I didn't know what a kicker was. And he had these like blue and yellow backgrounds. I got to find that catalog somewhere. But, the guy was like, and he had a Mamiya 645. So I had just gotten mine. So I think I laid it on him that I had the same camera. That does not go over well. It did not go over well. That's a model. So he was trying to tell me how to pose, and he wanted some slope to the body through these images and stuff like that. But I was like, yeah, but what's that light right there? What is that there? What's that doing? And he's like, can you just model? And why is that thing on the front? He hit a filter for some reason on his lens. And I was like, what is that? Why is that there? And he's like, what? You just get in front of the camera, do your job. It's like crazy. So this is a very convoluted way to get to the gear that I didn't need. I still like it. I should just take it out and do a tutorial with it, just because I just haven't used it since I got it. So I get this job, end of my career. I get on the set, and I had let the body go a little bit. Like, I wasn't as ripped as I was. I was taking pictures. I didn't care about how ripped I was. I wasn't sailing. I had kind of gotten a little bit of a gut going or something that was fairly visible. And I'm in the middle of the shoot, and my agent calls me and goes, they're not happy with you. What are you doing? And I was like, I don't know. I'm just asking him about this thing that's next to my head the whole time. So the guy had a globe, one of those Pro Photo globes on the Pro Photo head, and it was right here. It was right next to my head. And I was like, I need that. I need it badly, and I need to get it now. And I went to B&H and I bought the thing. I think I bought it. I don't know where I bought it, Adorama or B&H. I bought the thing, and then I never used the thing. I was like, I thought I needed that thing like you wouldn't believe. It's in the closet somewhere. I have all sorts of gear that I never get rid of that's in the closet here.
Aaron wants to know where you were thinking of moving to.
We were not really thinking about moving anywhere. She wanted me to rent a house in Jersey because my dad's house. So when COVID hit, my dad has a house on the Jersey Shore, but I was in Australia. So he's like, do you want to go to the house? And I did not want to go to. I was like, no, I'm going to quarantine when I get back from Australia in the studio, and I'll be 2 blocks away from Yelly. It's fine. So he's like, you sure? Because we're going to we gave it to one of our family members, another family member with his family. So he called me, he goes, look, you're my son. This guy, you get first dibs. And I was like, Dad, don't worry about it. I don't want to go to the house. So I get home from Australia. I'm quarantined in here. Yelly starts freaking out that there's all that news about the city, how bad it was going to be. And of course, there was looting. They were smashing windows beneath our apartment. We were freaking out. It was scary. And she's like, okay, we got to get out. You got to go rent a place, get an Airbnb, do whatever you have to do. And I was so pissed that I told my dad to give the house to the family friend. I was like, I'm gonna have to spend money now. Are you freaking kidding me? You could have gone to that house, but you didn't want to go then, and now you want to go, and now we can't go there anymore. So, luckily I got out of that situation, and we stayed in the city, and everything was fine. But it was scary. I mean, you guys, if you follow my Instagram stories, I was doing the lives when the protests were going by, when the people were smashing windows, and I'm on the second floor, so they could easily throw something through my window if they wanted to. Luckily none of that happened. Everything died down, and it was really interesting though when the election came and they started boarding up everything again. But the news on how bad New York is so inflated. Like it's busy. I'm walking around the street today. It was crazy walking through snow and past people and trying to figure out how to navigate a slush and not get my feet soaking wet with all these people around. It's too busy.
Don't move to Jersey, because it's just one step. You'll move to Jersey, and then next thing you know, you'll be in St. Louis. Don't do it.
Oh boy. Yeah, but that backyard of yours, come on.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
You had another question from Aaron Harris. What have been the game changers for you, for your skills and your technique in 2020?
Saturated?
Oh my God.
Oh, a little.
It's a white balance thing.
I think you're a little red just because you've been talking a lot.
I'm red. Oh, that.
Yeah,
No,
you
look, I
gotta
just
breathe
turned red,
more. You gotta
and then
learn
I
how
go
to
down
breathe
here.
more. Yeah.
And you're still
Now
red.
I'm really red. Okay. All right. What was the question? Can you repeat it?
What have been the game changers for you, for your skills and your technique in 2020?
Didn't we just go over that? I thought I answered that earlier.
I don't.
Yeah.
Did you?
I was talking about intuition because I'm using,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
doing more direction intuitively than I am just spewing my crap on them. Less crap
I'm just
spew and more intuitive, working intuitively.
All right.
You know what?
I guess
Is there any way
I'm just getting used
how
to
do I-
tuning you out.
How do I link to this thing in my I could send a text out for all those people if they want to get in here and check this operation out. I don't even know. I think it's can somebody go on YouTube and see if there's any questions there, because I don't think the YouTube questions are coming through. Comments on YouTube. We are live on YouTube as far as I know. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to check on StreamYard to make sure it was going on. Is it on there? You guys all seem serious. Somebody give me another question. Facebook questions, lay them on me. If you're not part of the Facebook group and you saw this on my page, I think it's streaming there too, then join the Facebook group. I will accept you.
Here's a question
As
for
long
you.
as you're not an asshole.
Did you, Daniela Bologna wants to know, did you ever use a TV screen as a backdrop? They're playing with that idea.
I'm doing it right now.
I think that they mean by shooting.
I mean, you could, right? I'm doing it now. Why wouldn't you be able to? I don't know. I don't think I ever did. I ever do that? I don't think I ever did it. No, man, this sore throat hit me hard. I was so worried. It's hurting me right now. You see, I sat on my I broke my glasses and I got the old. Remember the old look? This is the old look. You see the old look?
Mm-hmm.
I went with a new look for a little bit. I got these today because they discontinued them. It was like a special order. I had to get them back. This was my look for years. I got to keep the look. I like the look.
You got to bring the mustache back.
Oh, Monica's asking. No, we haven't. You can ask any questions if I'll repeat them. If you guys want to see my workshop schedule. Oh, this is awesome. Wait, look at this. You want to see this action? Let's go here. Oh, I should just put on my link tree a 2020 like workshop thing. But if you go here to headshotcrew.com, hit workshops, this is what I've got. I've got the personal branding for photographers virtual summit, which you could sign up. If you click there, you can sign up for that. Then I'll be in New York, February 6th, 7th, and 8th with a Headshot Intensified. Then I'm going to West Palm, February 22nd, 23rd for the intensive, 24th, the intensified. Then San Diego, March 22nd, 23rd, and the 24th for the intensified. And then I'm going to make an announcement right now as we speak that I'm going to Austin, Texas in April, at the very beginning of April at some point. I think the 4th, 5th, and 6th of April. So I wanted to cover the East Coast, the West Coast, and the middle of the country. So that's what I'm doing. So and then what I'll probably normally what I do is I come back and I'll do something in New York again. But yeah, I love the intensive. That's my signature workshop. I can't stand not doing it. It's been crushing me. We did one in September, went off without a hitch. It was awesome. Did anybody in here take it in September? I don't know who was in the class. So it will be back going again, and I'm sure I'm guessing we'll be fine by the time these come about. And like I said, the one in September went off without a hitch, so we should be good. All right.
David wants to know if you're friends with Gary Hughes.
I'm friends with Gary Hughes. Yeah.
That was the question. That's all.
That's the answer. I am friends with Gary. Gary's a good guy, and he does. What am I doing? Stopping my share. And he's another speaker on headshots in the world, which is great to help promote the cause for everybody getting an awesome headshot. I know he does big volume stuff in events, so it's probably a little tough on him right now. So he's probably doing more. I don't know. I haven't talked to him. I wonder, because he was the event guy. I mean, that guy was doing like big headshot shooting at events and stuff. And I know he's out of Orlando. So But I have sat in on and seen him speak, and I try and glean as much information off each photographer that I listen to, and he had some good nuggets for me that I liked, really liked.
Cool.
Yeah.
Claudia wants to know what happened to the Mustache character on the weekly Headshot Crew news.
Well, he's taking a respite. He may come back. See, we need to redefine, like we need to come up with a plan to bring him back, because it's what was it, Hurley Peterson?
Mm-hmm.
He's around.
He's around. He's a good guy.
Have you seen those, Jason?
Well, yes, they're hilarious, and I think we need to work together and make sure that you start bringing him back, because we miss Hurley Peterson.
Yeah, he needed a break, but he will be back. Actually, hold on a second.
Wait a minute.
There he goes.
That's funny.
This may or may not be pretty.
It may or may not be. Hold on. He's not around, so check it out. I don't know. Whoop. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Mr. Flanders. Yeah.
I
think he might have
Just
seen
the
that.
mustache.
It's
my-
the stash.
My daughter insisted that I go shave it, otherwise she was never going to talk to me again. I did look like a cop from the 70s.
Yeah, he's probably going for the maybe an artificial or something.
So that thing behind him, is that a giant monitor or is it a projector?
No,
It's
it's
a
a
giant,
monitor.
it's a TV.
It's a big
There it is.
TV. This is it. This is not. I made this. I had Ben Markham's lovely wife made this. Anyway, yeah. So we have the Hurley Peterson garb ready to go. I haven't worn this in a while, and I did have a real mustache, so I took pictures of it and sent it to her, and she made this after my actual real mustache. So
That's
we will
incredible.
be utilizing this garb when we come back, when we come up with a plan as to what we're going to do to make this special and entertaining and interesting. How's the hair?
Looks
Sound
pretty
fine.
good. I mean, needs a little work, but pretty good.
A little work on the back.
Yeah.
Work on the back, but
I'll fix it.
Yeah.
We can get it. We can get it sorted out. What's this? This is not good.
But there's an acronym for that.
quick, check the list. There has to be an
Somebody just screen capture that.
It's a little flat on top.
I don't know. You fall apart on that side.
You need some height.
Just need a pro photo globe right beside your face. Then that'll
That's
fix
it.
everything.
Oh, I should go find that thing.
I remember that globe. Everybody came out with those globes and the lanterns at the same time, and everybody had to own one. I had one that I used to use to shoot weddings. I would put it on the end of a flash. It actually worked pretty good as for my lighting person. But yeah, everybody had that stupid globe, and then all of a sudden they weren't around anymore. I don't know if the light was any different than just putting a piece of diffusion over the top of your flash.
I don't know.
But
Did you guys?
It looked pro though. It looked pro.
It looks super
It
pro.
looks pro.
Did anybody check out YouTube to see if we were streaming there and if there were any questions there?
I'm over there. There's a lot of comments in there, but I don't see any specific questions that you haven't
and you
covered
don't
already.
and you don't look as red in there. So
Oh, I'm
It's
looking
true.
at it now. I
Color
look
is
way better in YouTube.
yeah,
Holy smokes.
much better
Yeah.
saturation.
Who knew? Oh, here's some chat over here. I got chat in YouTube. I see it. Oh, cool. I see some chat over there. All right, YouTubers. I see you now. I'm with you. Do we have anything else that we need to discuss? I think the questions are coming through.
Peter asked, can you talk about how headshots can transform or build the self-confidence of a client?
Well, my thing, and anybody in the crew knows this, I went through a period, and I was talking to my makeup artist about this. We were working like fiends. Like, we shot for 5 years, like nonstop. I mean, and for 3 of those, for 2 or 3 of those years before the recession hit, we were like booked out 3 months in advance, shooting, every day like crazy. And I got burnt out, and then the recession hit, and then my income went down. So now I'm pissed. I'm like burnout and pissed. And I realized I didn't know what I was doing or why I was burnt out and pissed. So I started to look for other businesses that were outside photography to start to try and conjure up some other sources of income. And that was a huge mistake, because not only did it take my attention off my clients, but somebody got me involved in some dumb network marketing thing where I was selling like your own iTunes store to people. And so, and my hot market were my clients. So I was trying to sell the clients that I was shooting an iTunes store. And then it got hit up as a Ponzi scheme, and it got all shut down, and it was a mess. But the good part about it, that during that time, I met some really cool friends. I met some really good people through that. But what I found was, why am I doing this? Like, I'm a photographer. Like, I love photography. And I don't know why I'm looking at other crap. I mean, I don't like music. I don't even buy music myself. Why am I going to try and sell music to people? This is silly. So I realized that I wasn't paying attention to my photography because I was burnt out. And the only thing that I could do to fix that was to take the concentration off myself and put it on my client. So I decided one day to make a purpose, and I put it, I know what it is, I just don't know it verbatim. I don't know if it's essentially, basically, anybody that steps in front of my camera, I want them to walk out of that studio with a skip in their step. Like, I want them to feel better about their appearance because they spent their time with me in front of my camera. I always say this, that it's an event getting in front of my camera. Like, it's a big deal to me. If you're in there, like, it's game on. Richard, I think I took one picture of you, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, it was 2 frames, and one was the keeper.
Did you get it?
No, you still haven't sent it to me.
You're kidding, really?
Yeah, you took it in 2016. You showed it at Headshot Mania 2. I still don't have
it. I did?
Yeah.
Really?
Really.
Oh, all right, I'll find it.
If it makes you feel any better, I had to take a screenshot of it on the screen and use that for a while when he took my picture, and then I finally got it.
No, don't get. I have a photo of his computer with a flex panel right across it because of the glare. It's okay, I totally understand Peter's super swamped, and that's cool. Eventually, I will get it, and usually it'll involve me sitting in his studio for 8 hours until he's totally pissed off. Then I'll get it.
From 2016. I'll find it. But Jason, yours too. Yours is one of I love those pictures of you. Like, I love them. Like,
yeah,
they're front of
definitely
the smile video. You're the front of the video let's just play the video.
Why not?
Sound come through? Let's do a screen share. Wait, we got to play the video. What do I got to lose? I'll play the video and I'll show you the quote with my purpose, because it's in the Headshot Intensive. I know it is. And I'll be super keen to get this. See if we got to learn how to do this anyway. Let's see if it works through. So he's at the start of the video. Headshot Intensive 2015. What is this?
It should play. StreamYard's pretty good about that stuff. It should work.
Okay, let's give it a shot. What do we got to lose? Hold on. There's a lot of the Headshot Intensive keynote is so long, and it's at the very end, and there's 508 slides. Oh my God.
That goes against everything a speaker should do in their keynote presentation. This is coming from the director of WPPI. This goes against every rule. But no one ever left your class complaining. So
the truth of the matter is that as soon as I left his panel in I think it was somewhere around 2012-ish, I sat in for an hour and a half. I laughed my ass off. I met him at a party that night, and signed up for PH2 Pro right away. I was done right there. I learned everything I ever needed to know in those moments to hook me on to his entire program.
All right, hold on. Let me see if this works. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to do an application. I'll do this. Here's the shot that
Oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's the shot. He started it, and if we hit play,
Boy, I'd like to have a little more black hair.
Can you see this?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Really cool.
But I think it's your microphone music.
Yeah, we're hearing
It's
it
not
through your
coming from
laptop.
video.
There he is. Look at how long this is.
This is long. Anyway, you guys get it. Make people laugh when you shoot them. Let's see. What do we got here? Hey, look at all these. I love getting people to smile. That's my thing. Anyway, this is cool. I mean, they were all amazing. All right. All right. And then I rewrote I'm going through this and redoing this for the new year, but I want to show you. I think this was the purpose that I said I came up with. It was essentially this. My purpose is to freeze a 1/100th second sliver of one's life, capturing their own individuality that causes a thought-provoking internal positive shift in their perspective on their appearance. That's it. That does it for me. Anyway, that's the scope. So think about that, because that's important stuff. And I think that's huge. We have a lot of people watching this for a long period of time. This is cool.
You ready for a few more questions here, Peter?
If we got them, yeah. What do we got?
Justin Hurley is asking for headshots of a local council candidate.
Justin's got a good last name. Good one.
That'll go on ballot papers. Would you go with the standard confident and approachable look, or a bit less serious look with a bit of a toothy smile?
I wouldn't. Smiles are funny. I mean, you gotta really. The problem is if you go with a toothy smile, it's got to have juice, and then it's too big. If it doesn't have juice, then it looks like it's held, and the chance of you got to be a seasoned professional to get a smile that has juice that doesn't look held. So I always go small smile. Keep the smile small. Make sure it's there, but you don't need teeth. Once you start to break out the chompers, it could be scary. You just might, you just don't know. You just don't know what's going to happen when that mouth opens. You don't know what's in there. You don't know how it's going to look. You don't know. So what else you got? You got another one?
AP Dallas wants to know if his site came through. I think this is a fellow that was looking for a website review.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I haven't seen it either.
His comment came in through YouTube, it looks like.
Is it in there? Is the link in there? Put it in again. Does Peter realize that someone lands now here and sees him talking about all serious with this? Yes, of course I do. This is on brand, right, Jason?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If there's any question about whether this is Peter or not, or what you're going to get in the headshot crew, this is a good glimpse into this world.
Oh, Fred's here. Awesome. Fred, I'm coming. Chris told me I had to come to Austin to see you. Fred and I have been sailing against each other since 1987.
That's impressive.
Wow.
Yeah. At least, I mean, he's been sailing lasers longer than that, but I first sailed against him when I was 17. Anyway, okay. What do we got? Did we find the link to this guy?
No link.
You guys, you know what I have to tell you, there's a situation that's arisen because of the hair on my head. My body temperature has increased immensely. I mean, it's gone up. It's just going through the roof.
Hurley Peter might just show up today.
Yeah. There we go. All right. No questions. Where is the AP Dallas guy or whatever? Where's
I don't know where his link is. I'm on the YouTube. I don't see it there either. Maybe it doesn't allow you to post links.
you want me to Google? Maybe you can't put a link in. Just
I'm Googling him right now. Anthony Porter Photography, is that him?
I don't know. Well, if he's here, he should be chatting.
Put the link in with just the URL
Without .com. Don't put .com.
Don't put just put .com in words.
I gotta take this off, guys. This is getting hot. The amount of
Okay, so the website link is apdallasphotog.com.
Okay, I'm gonna go to it, and but I would like him to be here to talk to him. I don't want to go to it and give him a critique if he's not on the screen. What's his email? Can I get his email? I'll invite him on screen. Can we get an email? Or I'll go to the site. There's a contact form.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hopefully there's a contact form if he's playing the game.
Yeah, there's a contact form. There's a phone number here too and an email.
And is he's playing the game? AP what?
It's AP Dallas Photog.
He says hit that, meaning the email address.
Silly. Why wouldn't you be AP Dallas Photo instead of Photog? Oh, look at this. He's got a contact form. Anthony, I'm going to hit your contact form. If it works, hold on. Here we go. All right. Contact. No, it's coming in slow. All right. Hold on. I'm in. My name, Peter. All right. Your interest. My interest is in booking, commercial, fashion, portrait, product. Other. I got other. Let me put in this link for you so that you can join us. Let's see. Let's send the message. Phone is required. Okay, you need my phone number, huh? What happened? Anthony, I'm concerned about your site. What just happened?
You could just email him at media@apdallasphotog.com.
Oh, let's do that.
You just click that link right there and bada bing.
Bada bing.
Bada bing.
Things I don't hear anymore.
AP Dallas photo taken?
Let's find out.
I mean, that photog is just, does that seem professional for you? All right.
Oh, looks like it's available.
I sent you the link to get in here so that you can come on screen and we can chat. I think that's a nice way to do it because I don't want to hit you too hard if I don't know how you're responsive. I need to get your energy on screen. I need to ascertain how you're taking these comments that I'm about to give you. You're not in the crew, so you have to understand the crew is very specific about the way we comment on stuff.
Apparently, we have the technology.
90 minutes.
I wasn't using it. Where is he? Anthony, how do I stop that thing? Anthony's going to show up any moment now.
We need to use those sound effects more in the
Here
regular.
Here he is. Wait, hold on. We're getting a visual.
We're getting an AP Dallas situation.
Here he is. Wait, hold on. We're getting a visual.
We're getting an AP Dallas situation.
We're getting reverb. There he is.
Am I here?
Anthony, you're in. How come?
You got to close the YouTube browser.
Yeah, or mute it.
Oh, there he is.
All right, hold on half a second. I'll be right back. Thanks, guys. I'll be right back.
No, you're in. I'm excited. The excitement in the room just went through the roof. Wait till you see the followers going up. Viewers is going to go through the roof. We got Anthony on now. I've been waiting. Yeah, we want to get him on there. Are you ready? You got it? All right. So let's look at it. Let's go to the screen share and let's take a look at your site. You could talk to me as we go. Okay. So have you always been AP Dallas Photog?
Yep. Hold on. Be right back.
He's doing something.
Headphones.
Headset.
Good idea.
There you go. All right, here we go. All right, guys. So I'm going to share the screen. We're going to take a look at his work. We're going to beat it up a little.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, it's always been. First off, thanks for having me on, man. It's a freaking pleasure. Never been on one of these before. I have always been AP Dallas Photog because at the time AP Dallas Photo was taken.
Let's put you over here. I'm putting you on the hot seat. Okay, where's the screen share though? There it is. Okay, there we go. That's okay. I'm fine with it, but well, who the hell would have AP Dallas Photo? Here, I like it like this. Look at this. I can see you next to your work. I love it. Look at that. That's cool. All right. Let's just go here. We know what we look like. How do I get this off? I should get the MailChimp off. It's in the way. Hold on. Banners. Example banners. I don't know how the banners, where'd the banners, branding? How do you get the banners off now?
How do you get them off?
Hold on.
Oh, it's changed there.
I got it. All right. Let's look at this. So I'm going to go in here and we're going to talk about it. All right. So we got events, headshots, portrait, concept album. You got a lot of stuff up there. You got a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. It all looks good though. So where do I get? This is the home page. So if I click here, these are your best pictures you ever took in your life?
On Chrome, it should be updating those two those two pictures. They should.
I'm in Safari.
Update with like two more.
I'm in Safari.
Okay. Well, I guess Safari doesn't work that way, but those are just the top two, I guess.
Well, I just want to make sure that when somebody comes to your site, these pictures should grab them, right? You get this guy's going bathing ape on you. What is he doing with his hands? He's got. Anyway.
The images rotate, Peter, if you refresh. At least on Chrome they do. I don't know about Safari.
I mean, I can go in.
I can see, that one's refreshing. Sometimes one show. I'm still.
No, I just refreshed. I just refreshed. Let's look at the headshots. Let's go in. I just refreshed. Here we go. Here we go. Well, you got to look down. You shoot high, huh? You like the camera high. I don't like the camera high. I'm not big on camera height being high. We got to work on that. You're not a member of the headshot crew, are you?
No.
All right. Well, if you want to get in there, we could whip this stuff into shape because you already have a look down. So what I would do is see this look over here and this look over here. I would put them on separate pages because this is a look. This is cool, right? It's got a vibe going on. And you can match this. And if I'm coming to you, then I would get that. But don't put this next to it. Put this in a separate portfolio.
Okay.
If they're outside, right? Or if whatever you're doing there. It's basically fine tuning. There's just simplicity stuff that you could do. See how this shot of this guy in the upper right-hand corner with the glasses?
Uh-huh.
It's very square on. Your camera height's really good. You're right dead down the pike. That's where I want you to be for everything. But then you're higher. You're like higher than everybody for the whole thing. So you're shooting down on him, which doesn't give you strength. You see how much more powerful he looks also with his expression? He's looking more powerful.
Yeah.
All right. But do you see his, like his right eye is smaller than his left and it's red? Like you can't put work like that on. You got to retouch that so the red's out of the eye. You see the right eye is red, camera left?
Yeah, I see that.
And he's got some sort of weird patchiness up here. The kick's hitting him pretty hard. Is that natural light hitting him from behind?
It actually is. I didn't use any lighting on that. I don't know where that purple.
It looks like it's a bounce off a wall or something. It looks like the sun's hitting the wall back there, coming back pretty hot, and you got something bouncing in front of them too. It's cool. It's lit cool. I like it, and the background's pretty tame. It's cool, but separate this stuff so that you show this outside stuff, and then get the. How do I get back? Like now I'm stuck here. This is good for you to know because where do I go? I'm on Safari. I'm just clicking one. All right.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah. You just hit the back button.
I got to hit the back button. Don't do that. There is no back button. It went.
Oh yeah, with the new tab. I'm sorry. I'm.
You make this? Did you make this? Is this on Squarespace or something?
No. That's a 100% built page.
Yeah, but what platform is it on, Anthony?
I'm sorry.
What platform did you build it on?
PHP, HTML5.
Okay. Hit me up later.
Okay.
You have to tell him how to do that, Rich. If you want him to hit you up, he's going to have to know how to do that.
Yes, I know that.
I don't know that he'll be able to just conjure up how to get in touch with you.
Where can I leave a comment? Here we go, private chat.
You can probably leave it in the
All right,
YouTube.
Anthony,
YouTube
you got to get this. You need one picture of each person.
Okay.
All right, and you got to cross arms half the time that you're doing it. Like you need variety, so you want to show different poses that you're capable of doing, rather than how many cross arms do we have on here? 1, and hands on hips is the worst place. 2, right? 3, 4. And then when you cross arms, see this action with the skin and stuff?
Yeah.
You just got to crop above that and you have a headshot, but then you don't have the arms looking like this. So you got to be careful in what you show. One bad shot will kill you, right? So you got to decide, like this guy's doing great. This guy in the lower left, like this guy, some of this stuff can work. Are you over processing this? What is this? You did some sort of processing on that's crazy on this dude's face. And then you didn't match it up here. Like everything has to match too. So what I would do, first off, just pick your favorite. And then why are these people in this green in here? This should be a separate portfolio.
Well, actually, those are coming out. I actually did that for those ambassadors because they were just people that walked up and I just put it on there temporarily. Those are actually supposed to have already been off by now. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. The over processing's tough when you do it too much. Your conversion of black and whites are great. I love all your black and whites look pretty good. Conversion,
appreciate that. Thanks so much.
You're converting pretty well. So
yeah,
if
I admit my over processing, as you call it, like that one picture there on the left over there.
Yeah, like
the guy with him right there. Yeah, I mean, honestly, people have liked the style, but I still have to agree. Maybe it is a little bit just too crunchy.
This one too. You did a lot on that one too, didn't you?
Well, I think I just brought down some desaturation on that one right there, guy with the hat on. But yeah, I've never been a big editor. If you notice, the majority of my photos, other than the black and whites, are just conversion over to black and whites. I might fix the whites, bring up the exposure, and now that right there that you're on right there, that was some concepts that I was working on. So most definitely would love your opinion on those.
Well, I feel uncomfortable with a gun being pointed at me, but that's all right. It's a cool shot. It's cool, and the colors are cool. I like what you're doing here. I think it's cool. I don't know why they're different sizes. What I would do is figure out a size that you like, and you need a more dynamic website that like moves the pictures around and stuff. Isn't there? I mean, maybe Richard knows more about that than me, but like some sort of plugin where you could not go to another window, and just has to be easier to net. This looks very cool. This shot, by the way, like that should be way bigger. That looks like one of your coolest things. Like that should be way bigger. I want to see that shot. I can't even see it.
Yeah.
You're doing it like you're trying to do too much. You got to simplify everything.
Yeah. I have to agree to that.
Right. And you got to come up with a style that works.
Yeah. I'm trying to find myself, so I can definitely agree to that. I've been shooting for a long time, but I've been trying to go professional as of earlier this year, right when COVID hit. but I still have to define where I belong as far as where, you know, my shooting styles go. I love this freaking thing, man. I love this. Hammer the shit out of me, man. I love it.
Oh, I'm glad. That's cool. Well, I mean, you just, I mean, look at that. Is that your space?
Well, no.
That's just a picture?
Yeah, it is. It's a hot link picture. I had nothing else to use, but I do have a space of my own. I need to update it.
This should be on the home page. This should be on a home page.
This isn't his space, though.
Oh, I thought you said it was.
But I can put a picture just like that and make it my space. You know, make it like my space and put it on the home page.
That.
I will
cool.
have to write that down too.
I mean, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's just too clunky too. You know, it's a lot of stuff like about modeling and model info. Why would you have two links like that? Should be all in like information that you don't need about, you know, your photography. It should all be on one page. That's 3 links you don't need up there.
5 links.
Yeah.
You know, there's
and the
so
blog.
many,
You don't need the blog either. Go ahead, Jake.
There's so many. Dude, just look for. There's so many, you know, inexpensive website solutions that the amount of work that you had to do to build this on your own, you could probably get for like $10 a month, man. I mean, and there are other sites where you could just, you know, if you're looking to just build landing pages, there's places that you just do something like sticky albums, or even Adobe Spark. You could build some of this stuff on your own. But and I know Richard would probably have some suggestions as well. But you're making yourself crazy, like trying to program this stuff yourself. It's commendable because that had to be so much more work than just getting a simple photographer's template.
Yeah,
working in code is not an easy thing. Any front end coder will tell you it's really not as simple as it looks. What I would say from a structural standpoint, Anthony, is what is the purpose of your site? Is it to have a client come and book you directly? Because I did notice that you posted your rates, but there's no actual way to do that.
Yeah.
And then you have all these beautiful photos, but it's like a never-ending portfolio of photos, right? The goal is to show your work and get booked for it, right?
Yeah.
So you need to get your website to work for you.
Gotcha. Yeah, everything. You're right about that, Mr. Richard. I mean, I do front end coding, so it was just a matter of me putting stuff together. I just needed to get the website up. To me, I thought it was working. I'm glad I got it from a whole group of professionals. So simplify my links. That's gonna be the first thing. And then I love what Richard was saying was narrow your shit down. Too much crap. So
it's not crap. There's good stuff, and Peter pointed out some really good stuff. But you want to show your best stuff so your clients book you.
Gotcha.
And then give them a way to do that.
Yeah, and then so most definitely, I do appreciate it. Appreciate it a whole lot. Exactly what I want to be doing.
I'm just glad you're fired up. I want you to work on expression. I want you to get your lighting down and get a consistent look, and just stick with one look. Like that one look of your headshots is cool. You just gotta, there's some things that you gotta do in there that would make them really fly. You'd be really good and you'd be working. So,
straight on. No more.
Join Headshot Crew when you can. Join us for a month. It's free for a month. If you don't like it, it's $25 a month after that. If you like it, if you don't like it, you just cancel it. It's not going to charge you a thing. Just come hang with us at the gold monthly level, and in a month your head will be spinning.
I'm going to do that, man. I'm going to definitely do that.
Give it a shot. Nothing to lose.
Yeah, I appreciate it a bunch, guys. You have no idea, man.
No, Anthony, I'm glad you came on. I love it. I just like seeing photographers that are amped up about what they're doing, and you are. So it's awesome, man.
Yep.
I'm psyched.
Got the completely wrong shirt on. Just look like a guy chilling out in his COVID office. Everybody else is all swagged out. I'm supposed to be a photographer, and I look the worst.
I'm wearing a sweatshirt.
Yeah, look at us. Come on, we're not. There's nothing going on. Nothing going on here. All right, guys. So this has been. How long have we been on? Is there a
hour and 48
minutes?
Yeah.
No way. Where's it say? Oh yeah, there it is. Holy smokes. All right, let's wrap it up. So it's been good. I've been using StreamYard. I'm usually on Zoom. We're on Zoom 3 or 4 days a week, usually with the Headshot Crew, but I got the StreamYard thing just to try it. I think it'll be fun for certain things. We'll be pushing people to the link that was up before. If you want to see it, it is right here. And if you go to that link, I know it's a pain in the butt because it's not there, but I will put it on my link tree. So you can go there. You will be able to get in on a potential free year on Headshot Crew. So Anthony, go to that link and maybe you win the free year. It's only for new memberships, so don't sign up then. Because no, I'm kidding.
It's only for new members.
I'm kidding. No, if somebody signed up this month and they win, I'll give them the free year. It's no problem at all. All right, guys, I'm going to end it. I hope it ends it everywhere. Thank you for being on. This
has been great.
Point people to your link tree. Point them to your link tree. Where can they find that?
Link tree's on your Instagram.
Link tree's on my Instagram. Go to Peter. Wait, hold on. Let's edit this. The link tree is just go to Peter. I'll put it on the link tree right now. And just do this. There you go. Where is it? Show. There it is.
There it is.
There it is. It's scrolling along the bottom. That's my Instagram. So go there. Follow too. Follow because it's interesting. You can't deny that. And then hit the link tree in. Hold on. Where? Hold on. I'll put it there right this moment. I can put it there right now before you even go anywhere. Do I have? Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's going to be the top link. And it's going to be there in 30 seconds. I'm guessing it's 30 seconds. I'm guessing it's going to take me about 30 seconds to get this accomplished.
You know what? While you're doing it, I think I'm going to make a pit stop and see about this AP Dallas photo. I think I need to do that real quick. I think it's available.
If it's available, just use a forward it to AP Photog.
All right, guys. Go to the link tree and go to. Yep, it's at the top. It's at the top of the link tree. We're going to go nuts. Everybody get ready. We're going to go crazy. We're going to give away 3 free annual subscriptions valued at $240 a piece. And you can get to the link tree through my Instagram. My hair's a little messed up. All right, I'm going to go. Guys, it's been great. We'll do it more often. StreamYard seems to work very well. Anthony, you rock. I want to see your work get better. I want you to stay in touch. Love having you on. Thanks for stepping up to the plate, buddy. That was cool. That was super cool. And I'll see all you guys next week. We'll see you Tuesday. We got stuff going on. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, man. Have a good one.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
See
Bye,
ya.
everybody.
Talk to you soon, Richard.
You got it.